You come to these trade shows and you have people that you love and you follow and you like, and they come to them for the first time. And ladies and gentlemen, Luke's Goldies.
What is going on,
dude,
folks?
I absolutely love this kid. I'm calling you a kid. I know you're 23.
I love this old man over here.
Right with
I'm
the guns.
joking. I'm joking.
I love doing videos. Listen, your content is so fire, bro. You are so consistent. As somebody who doesn't make as many videos as you do, you are doing a marvelous job. Like, you inspire me, bro, to keep hustling. And we're 20 years apart. You're 23.
And
I'm
he
43.
inspires me to get my greenhouse built up and running, because he keeps telling me, he was the one that told me, you got to get a polycarbonate greenhouse. You got to get this thing, made professionally. So he's helped me out a lot, in terms of figuring out how I'm gonna build a goldfish greenhouse. So
I love blowing you up. I love blowing you up on that, because I'm like, I can't let you do this the wrong way.
Yeah.
I've been here. I've done that. So yeah, pleasure to help you. Pleasure to meet you in person, by the way.
Yeah,
I know you, but like, I know you now.
It feels like we've met in person before, even though we haven't. Maybe it's because we've called or something.
No. I had a good phone call you a couple times, but it's a pleasure to meet you in person. It does feel like I met you before. That's great. Dude, I don't even want to ask you about the show. I do want to ask, like, from like as someone who's going and you do hard stuff. You do a million goldfish videos that are great. The tempo, I'm gonna tell you right now, as a content creator myself, like, the tempo and like the way that you break stuff down with a great hook, and like the way you show fish and you personify those fish is so beautiful. Like Mr. Clean hitting you up, like, I suck at shit. Mr. Clean hitting you up saying, "Oh no, Mr. Clean died."
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Rest in peace, Mr. Clean. Yeah.
Your stuff is so great. So
thank you.
Let me ask you this, bro. What are you having the most fun with? Not just here, but like, what's the most fun thing you're doing? Like, what's fun to you right now?
Honestly, like, well, I'd say currently the most fun thing I'm doing is, like, learning the ins and outs of like home renovations and building and landscaping and everything that has to do with owning a property and building up, whether that's building a greenhouse or even like rebuilding my bathroom. Honestly, the ins and outs of like,
you seem to be enjoying that bathroom.
Yeah,
you're like, this is the end of the bathroom. I'm ready to finish. You're enjoying that. That's hilarious.
Like learning how to build stuff yourself and like get things done yourself. I don't know. I feel like it's very rewarding.
Yeah.
So to see, like, to take down the fishery and fill up and grade the land myself, and like, it's fun just learning how to do stuff, learning how to build and do stuff. So that's currently what I'm doing now. And I'm trying to record as much content and be doing that, like whether it's like,
you're doing a good job of reporting that.
I'm trying, but
I know more about your bathroom. Like, it's great.
It definitely slows things down, trying to record the content of it. So like, I love it.
Hold on. We're gonna stop there. Yeah. It slows things down when you record it. It's not as easy. You just keep going.
If you're doing something and you want to actually record it, it might double or triple the time.
Yeah, double at least.
Yeah, at least double the time it takes to do it.
Thank you for saying that.
When you're trying to do everything and then you also want to show everyone that you're doing, it's like, it looks like you're going half speed, or you're going to have to go half speed, because it just takes a lot. It takes a lot to record, edit, and also do it. Yeah.
Well, your edits are great. I started doing underwater camera because of you.
Thank you.
Because you did that, I was like, I can do that. Wait, that's easy. You do just dip it in. Yeah.
Turns out you get beautiful camera footage. I honestly probably should put my phone in the bag, but I just take the phone and I just dip it straight in the water.
That's so great, dude. I love it. And then, just so we know goldfish here, just so we're clear, I also have a thing for goldfish. Not as the same niche as you, but like, I have an entire basin that's just full, like, comets and shabumpkins and stuff like that, and I just let it go, and they breed like crazy every spring. They have that temp drop.
Oh yeah, well, once the temperature comes up after a dark period, they go wild.
How cold, when you're breeding goldfish, how cold do you get the water to stimulate that? Because you're good at that stuff.
Like what I'll basically do is I'll just take all heating out of it. So I found, even if you let it go to like just mid-60s, and the mid-60s, keep it dark, and just don't feed them that much.
Oh, mid-60s and keep it dark?
Mid-60s and keep it dark.
Wow.
And then if you switch to like, low 80s and bright, and just like flood them with bloodworms, flood them with brine shrimp, that'll be enough to stimulate them sometimes.
Wow. That is awesome.
I feel like what's most important is keeping it dark and lowering the feed. Obviously, if you can lower the temperature, lower it as much as you can. But it's that shift to brightness and food.
Brightness
and food.
I love it.
It's
brightness and food and temp.
Yeah, and temp. And like, if you can up the variety of food too, like give them some algae and stuff like that. That'll get them going. Yeah.
Oh, this is such good stuff. And I have bred goldfish before, but I never thought about the brightness.
Brightness, because like, think about it. Winter's dark, summer's bright.
Sure.
Yeah.
I had the shabumpkins of mine always breed in the spring because they go from cold to warm, brighter days, the whole deal. That makes sense.
Yeah, like everything you can think about that changes in the seasons, if you can replicate that, you know, to the best of your ability in a home, they'll get fooled.
Wow.
They'll get fooled.
And do you have what's your one big tip for goldfish? I know you got a million of them, dude, but what's like one big tip?
I got a million tips for goldfish.
One off, maybe there's a couple.
The one, like, you know, basic one that I feel like everyone should do is, like, if you can get a bigger tank, get the bigger tank.
Love it.
All right? If you're you know, debating between like a 30 gallon and like a 55 or something, just get the bigger one. You know, you're probably going to upgrade to it later on anyways, you know, and it's definitely more expensive to buy a 30 and then also buy a 55. Just buy the 55 to begin with. Get the big tank right off the bat.
Okay.
And,
all right.
and
I love that. I love that. I'm gonna hit him with one for me, then I'm gonna let him get off the hook here. All right. So, dude, in your greenhouse, when you have a vision, right? You're talking, I don't want to get into dimensions and all the minutiae of that, but like, what are you most excited about with a greenhouse, dude? What is your greenhouse catalyst?
So, like, honestly, the one thing I'm most excited about is being easily able to grow plants in my greenhouse because I'm gonna have access to sunlight. I'm gonna have free lighting that, you know, is just gonna be there every single day, and I feel like plants and algae will just grow great when they're exposed to real full sun. Algae especially, it's like, if you can have algae constantly growing in a tank, it's the best food for your goldfish. It's like the best thing to always have readily available. You'll see all the algae poops. There'll be algae poops everywhere, and that means they're well fed. They'll, like, a goldfish in an outdoor tub with sunlight and algae will always do better than like an indoor fish. So I'm excited for that. For light to grow algae and plants. That's gonna be good.
You have no idea what you will grow out there. And I'm excited that we talked about it. I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna check it out. We were talking about how to build and who to build and all that.
I might have his builder come out. We'll see. You know, still
love it.
A lot of stuff to happen, but yeah, I'm excited about it.
And one last thing, this is why you come to these shows. You meet the people, you come and you hang out. Dude, pleasure freaking talking to you.
Yeah, pleasure talking to you too, man.